Okay, folks, I was having all kinds of technical difficulties earlier, but I'm going to try to get this down just a little bit so you can see my painting a little bit. There we go. Thank goodness. There you go. I figured it's Halloween. I gave my mother-in-law some money today. She had to come over, go to the bank, and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a very busy day for me. And I couldn't wait to start my tree. I found the spooky tree I wanted to paint. Then my neighbor knocks on my door and he found me a shelf, and I just went on Amazon and got a lot of stuff. And I told him that I had boxes and boxes of things. And anyways, I had these boxes and boxes of things, and he gave me this nice little like organizing shelf, so I gave him one of my Native American liquid paintings. And they got all happy and talking in the hallway. I couldn't wait to get up out of that hallway. It sometimes gets too much. Sometimes being popular isn't the best thing. But I am going to paint this. Oh my god, the lighting's actually, the glare is horrible. I'm going to paint this because I really like the trees. I really do. I mean, I was a Bob Ross junkie when I was younger. All I watched him is paint the pretty trees. I do have the tarot cards by me if people want questions, but I need to get my painting done today because if I don't paint today or something, there's going to be issues in the world. It's not going to be pretty either. All right, the background of this is kind of like a bluish green. So I'm going to take this chalk and I want to make this real nice. This one. Because I really like ravens. Ravens are pretty cool. I really like them. I'm going to try to get this as close to that, but it's just going to be different. And it'll be more of a painted version. But I don't, it's not a cartoon, so. And I have so many paints that I bought. I even bought little rags that I can wipe my hands with. And they were cheap. Go in the clearance aisle at Amazon. I found earrings that generally were $40 for $2. And it's not even that like big deal where you get everything like I forgot what Monday that is. But if you go in the clearance section of Amazon, you can get some good stuff. Even if you wanted to start, shopping, I I go with the belief that it's not a checklist for presents. So I don't really get a lot of people presents on that day. So once you know there's no damn Santa, what's the difference? All right, this is like a dark ominous green. I still decorate and I make a little. I used to make little villages and do that, but I like to do the fun part of Christmas, but I don't like to do all this. I wanted this from Bath and Body, and then before you know it, you're broke, and everyone that didn't like you before what likes you on Christmas. That's usually how that goes. People are people are like this in life. So I just sit here with my happy paintings and I keep my sanity somehow. Because some people just irritate me in the world. And I do believe in karma and all this stuff, so I just figured I'm better off in my bubble over here. Alright. These are so nice too. Because I was ruining our face blocks a lot. And then I got these for like, they're real soft. I got fuzzy socks for like $3 and I got like 8 pairs. But these, I got 24 of these for $4. It's amazing how much of the steal things are becoming around this time of year. Just to catch up with your stuff, I got a thing of crust. I got 4 big tubes of toothpaste for cheap. Oh, hi, how you doing? I'm aggravated today at the world. I'm making me a raven and a spooky tree. This is what I'm gonna attempt to do. I could probably add some. I got white pastels, but I like to fill in all of this with the pastel chalk because I feel it has a way better effect, and I'm a horrible painter without shading it in this way. Because it seems once you put that paint in, it's so final. You can't fix anything. Yeah, I got my cards. I do 2 things at once. I got shut down once, and I didn't even do nothing. I'm peaceful in my bubble, and I got shut down because I don't know why. I think it was because it says altered content, and I don't have any altered content. I don't even if I make a mistake or some crazy happens, I don't even edit it out because I don't see the point. But yeah, they took down my whole channel. Then you can't have all this stream within the stream. So I figure I usually sit around and paint and do arts and crafts. So why not have that be my background? And then I don't seem to be in trouble in my bubble over here. So, but yeah, put your question in. I'm just gonna continue doing this, and I can take a break. I'm only chalking, and even if I'm painting, I have like 100 million brushes. It's not even a big deal. I bought like 50. I got 50 brushes for like $5, and I have so many. And then I just soak them and I just wash them at the end of the live stream because I don't feel like cleaning them off. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy artist over here. I really am. It's terrible to say, but I am. Just a very lazy artist. I have my own little routine, and I just I can't stop to clean brushes. That's just one more thing. I mean, I got 1 dog and 4 cats, and I finally got them to get along with one another. I'm turning into the cat lady these days. And then I gained a dog that was in need of a rescue. And then this is my life, folks. I'm the zookeeper. This is what I do. And then there's in our neighbors, there's other people hiding dogs and cats and different things, and I cover for them because I have a full service dog. So my life is helping the critter and hiding them out and giving them treats and all this stuff. I generally spend my day with dogs. That is how deep and sad it kind of gets. All right, hang on. My new cloths. My name is Danique. I'm Capricorn, male. My question is, do I have people on Instagram trying to make me look bad and spreading rumors about me? Oh, you must be more popular than me. I think, have 316 followers. I don't think anybody cares about my existence over there. But I will see what the energy flow is for over there. A couple of people said that they were tired of listening to me. And I do Snapchats. That's the crazy thing. I've been through this on Instagram. And the thing is if you don't want to hear it, then don't follow me or block me. I don't care. But yeah, they listened to every single Snapchat I sent through. That's what all those blogs are. Greetings from Chong. It's my Snapchat. And I had these people, and I don't know. They act like they like me, but I know they really don't. I think I get a lot of scammers, so I get it. So I'm a music artist, and some people hating. I'm just trying to be successful. Well, yeah, they see you doing something interesting that they can't do. I don't know what I do that's interesting except for bother people and give people money. But I'll help you on the path there because usually I can see deceit really well. And then I draw, and then I paint. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be a painter. Maybe my dead mother was right and I can paint. I don't know. We'll see. I talked to my mom about a month ago. Sometimes, she's dead, so it comes and goes when she's doing stuff. But she told me to paint, and I'll be fine. So we'll see. My dead mother thinks I'm good at painting, and I'm not bad. I can shade these and do these good. So she did want me to practice, so here I go. But we'll see. All right, that whole situation with Instagram is in a balsamic mood. And that just means it signifies healing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I figured since I'm a painter and a tarot card lady, I did take a social media break yesterday, and I was like, I better get on for Halloween because it is the witch's holiday and it is my favorite. I love Halloween. But a balsamic moon does mean healing, but sometimes depending on the pathway, which I'm picking up healing and could be the opposite. And I'm picking up deception and jealousy. And I'm picking up that there's somebody that you do music with or something that's jealous, that's kind of pretending that they're your friend, but they're really not. It's not malicious, it's just outright jealousy. Because some people don't like to see people happy. They really don't. I see ugliness all the time. I'm an empath, so you got to remember this. And the spirits they give you like advice, and you got the full moon in Pisces, and a full moon in Pisces just means you have to make a balance. And usually, if you make a balance, if you're in Pisces in a bad situation, it's like a glass that's half full. And people just poured in a bunch of bullshit and it spilled over. And the stuff that's spilled over in the cup wants to come back and pull out something else. So you got to cut somebody loose for the energy to balance because it's going more negative than positive because of one person. And it's one person that's going to be hard for you to get rid of. So, I mean, I've been there with friends that have been deceitful, and I get it. And the spirits are also saying you got a new moon in Libra. These are suggestions. And this signifies it's somebody, there's a romantic situation that's complicating it. I'm sensing that your friend may have a crush or there's some kind of intentions with somebody that you find attractive and that you like. It's something between a guy and a girl. And I guess I'm not picking up a lot of love. I'm picking up a lot of deceit with that also. I guess I don't see it as malicious 'cause it's not gonna kill you, but they're not trying to help. It's not they're not trying to help the situation either. So, I feel when you cut this person loose, you're gonna find out your romantic interest kind of was siding in a way and helping. So, maybe if you get that whoever is that romantic person and start I would literally, if it was me, I would start snooping around like Scooby-Doo. I would, especially if I was a music artist, not a crazy artist like me with hair clips. I would be sitting there and I would be drilling them like the army. My dad was military. I could see. Oh, your baby mama could be. Yeah, I was raised in a military family. And I will tell you in these situations my dad did interrogation and he was high up in the ranks. What you do is you keep one you don't tell anybody nothing and you just start kind of watching everybody's movements. And this worked out because my dad knew what everybody was doing and he was able to sniff out a lie in like, I don't know, 5 seconds. Don't look them straight in the eyes because everybody knows if you don't look a cop straight in the eye that they think that you're lying. So don't do that. Just let I would like start looking at what they're doing. And then when you look at what they're doing, what you do also is see how their reactions are and if they're nervous. And the people that get the most nervous or defensive when you and take a question and rephrase it a couple times and bring it up at different times. And then and it's only military people really do this, but it's very effective. I do it every day. That's why no one at work they don't fuck with me because I know military shit and I could see right through them. And I constantly do this every day because I grew up with this man and he was from Vietnam. He can literally take you and break your neck in like less than 5 minutes. He would make Jason look like he needed help. So that's one advice I can give you. And you want to know if celebrities are involved. Oh, you must be a really high ranker. You should follow me on Instagram because I'm only at 316. And I would really like to have more Instagram friends because I'm actually painting. I'm actually doing a talent. So I feel that I'm hoping to get to 400 soon. I'm praying. I'm praying and lighting white candles here. But let's see this whole situation here. There's other people. I know there's a woman and a man, and it's someone that has had sex with you. So it could be the baby mom. So it's someone that had sex with you. And I don't know how many people you had sex with, but it's somebody that is involved that you had sex with. And the whole situation, I guess, of the others is in a full moon in Taurus. And a full moon in Taurus, like if it's like a reading for general reading, which just means that you have to it usually means people aren't balancing their money. So the others are in the path of I'm picking up they lost money and they're overspending because that's what a new moon in Taurus is when you overspend and you don't live within your means. And they're pissed off because they want more money and they don't want to earn it. That's what I'm picking up, which is not good because it just leaves you penniless. You can be successful in The powers that be and the spirits can take it right away from you. This is why I don't upset them at all. And these people are also, they gave me a fixed moon with, and with this fixed moon, they're trying to hold on to their dreams, and their dreams are, they're kind of falling apart, and they need help because they messed up on something. They did something to make somebody mad and lost money, and they're trying to keep what they had, and they're losing it. So they got to take down someone else to do it, to get back. And there's also a new moon in Taurus, which is telling me that there is prosperity, but it's whoever kind of screws over who first. So I guess you would call this whole situation and the energy of the path, as the spirits are saying, only one person can get there. And if a group goes there, they're going to tear each other apart. Only one person can go. And there's three. So it could only go one of the three. So it's between a woman and another guy. So you got to let loose two people or just not trust them that much. If it's your baby's mama, you got to talk to her because you got kids. But just don't trust her and don't give her access to your money. So, where is that man from? I mean, I don't know. I could try to find out. Generally, I can pick up deception and something that has happened way more than if somebody loves somebody. I cannot pick up love that much. And that's really a hard, chaotic emotion for me to pick up. But I can pick up deceit and lies and any kind of sin. That is very easy to pick up. All right. This guy is represented by a blue moon, and they're not telling me like what country he's from, but he's somebody that's always telling you to believe in something else, and you're gonna be like Wiz Khalifa or whatever. It's someone that's always trying to make you shoot for the stars, whoever this is. But they won't tell me like any other specifics. So it's somebody that's close that's always trying to empower you, I guess. And we all have those people. But it's somebody that's really close. So if that helps you, I'm glad because I'm over here to help people and do my painting. And then maybe one day you can, if when you get famous, I'll give you a painting. And you can, because I eventually want to sell t-shirts. Me and my dog, we need the backyard very soon. And when we get a backyard, he likes to wear t-shirts, so I figure why not get Chong the dog t-shirts? Because this is who I spend my time with. And if you're subscribed to me, I have I usually upload every day Chong's activity in my blogs because he is my number one priority in the world. I love my dog. I would literally go ballistic if someone hurt my dog. I would literally try to fight them. And we both might die. That's how much I love my dog. So, I'm a little fanatic about my animals. All right. Oh, hi Jesse. How you doing? Well, I hope we talk again. And you're subscribed to I probably so I come in random times because I work in nursing, so sometimes they eat my soul away at work. And my residents are ridiculous. So Tomorrow I probably can go on stream because it's only 8 hours of hell, but 12 hours of all of that hell, I literally am brainless, and sometimes I don't even have the energy to paint. And I doubt my own sanity. So my patience can be crazy. And at the end of the day, I just want to come home and smoke a bowl of weed, and usually I'm exhausted, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm through with my antibiotics with my tooth. So I'm just waiting on my dental surgery on the 5th. Once I get there, I have a whole week off. Oh, I know you're an existing sub. You know, I'm just too. I would have to move all my painting stuff aside. And happy Halloween, Mary. But just put your question in again, and I'll get it. Because I got to go all the way up, and then I don't know how I got popular in the world, but there's a lot of comments, and I have issues with trying to get to all these comments. And my computer sometimes likes to act up, and I think it has ADHD. I'm not even sure. Oh, my Instagram name. Oh, man. Oh, that's in my Google photos, so that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I usually am generally a painting person. I guess I should. It's Michelle Haynes. A capital Michelle, then a capital Haynes. But I'm connected with Facebook and I'm Meta certified. So they're both together. And so everybody knows I'm not a scammer. So I'm on Facebook also, and it's the same. And I have 5 Facebook groups. And my main one is Chong the dog, and you'll see me. I am Michelle Haynes over there, but I control 6 groups. The other ones don't have a ton of people, is the thing. So my main one's Chong the dog, and if you join Chong the dog, I tend to care more about my Facebook Chong the dog more than anything. It has a lot of nostalgia, and all my friends are in it. I got 190 people in my group, and it's going to have 1 million subscribers, but that's the first thing I accomplished in my live streaming career was getting certified by Meta in 6 groups of my own. But my main hub is Chong, and you'll see me in Chong's picture because we're like together and smiling, and my hair was longer, and I put all my correspondence in there. That's where I mainly talk to people, and I know that most people are hating on Facebook, but they gave me love and support so I could be able to be a better live streamer. And I love live going because he helped me. And he told me if I came over here, I'd be a good live streamer. So I have love for him, and I do help him out a lot. But this is what I do. If you're a part of my group, you're family. And I mainly, all of my videos and stuff, always go over there. Even if you guys don't get some, Facebook got it. Right now, I'm in Facebook jail, though. I there was a ride on the side of a mountain, and my reach is really big now. Even though I think I'm up to like 7,000 followers. And all I put was it was a scary ride because they have this thing that goes on the side of the mountain. And that's all I put the comment, and I got my check mark. And next thing I know, they said I went against community standards, and they got all butthurt because they want people to go to this country and take this ride. And I don't know if I would do this, but this is why I'm in Facebook jail. But my people are there, and I'm there every day. All right. Which business in mind? Okay. I will be successful and get the opportunity to start. All right, Jesse, what do you have like are you, a job or something where you're trying to get a job? I mean, do you want to know about your financial like possible future? Is that what I mean? I don't I'm just trying to understand the question, I guess. All right, let me find my spooky tree. I'm doing really good with this tree. I wish it looked as cool as AI. It's really hard to paint like AI, but I can get close. But I guess rephrase it and just put it in again. What is your profile? You know, I can just bring it up and put it on here. Like I'll like do the I don't sometimes I'm afraid to like I get a lot of people that act like they like me and they want to marry me and stuff because they want to take all my money that I really don't have. But I'll just put it up to the screen. Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'll just go to the Facebook because it's the same picture because I have cross profile picture. But this is it. I don't know if you can see it. Oh my god. I have the worst problem with glare. I need to get my life together one of these days. All right, I'm gonna try to turn off this light over here. I got a little painting studio going over here, and sometimes things go wrong. And all right, hopefully the glare is not so bad. Because sometimes when I'm painting, I'm doing it in different ways. And then I got the zoo here. I don't know if you can see it. God, good God. You know what? I'll put it on the community board. How's that? I'm going to screenshot this and just put it in the community board. And I'll just share this to YouTube. I'll share the photos first. I got a whole system. I got my phone connected to a lot of stuff here because I'm very good at computers. This is why I'm still upgoing. I can actually edit and get myself out there like you guys, like the really popular artists, because I know how to edit and actually know how to write. As crazy as that sounds. All right, this I should be able to upload it to the community board in YouTube. Because I'd be doing a lot of painting. Well, hang on, I haven't put it up there yet. I'm just putting it in the community and creating a post. There, I put it in the community thing. And then my Instagram's the same because Facebook has a lot of rules. Yeah, I'll get to you. They really do. They have I think they have more rules than YouTube. You're not allowed to say the F word once. And it took me a year to get a check mark. It was incredible. It was way too much involved in my life for that. Alright. I don't know. My Instagram one's all crazy. I'll, I'll like screenshot this too and put on the community board. I feel it's special that I finally figured this out. I went at my friend live going in his live stream, and I put laugh out loud. I figured out how to get in your live stream, and he thought it was the most hilarious thing because I just told him I didn't understand, and I just don't usually deal with it. But it took an act of God for me to get in his stream because I'd be putting together all my computers, and then I have editing stuff. All right, there's my Instagram, but I posted it both in the community. I just figured out how to do this community business. It's almost like Facebook, and I'm so used to Facebook stuff. So I live stream like a Facebook person because I pretty much am. All of my friends over there are mainly Facebook. So, all right. Well, we got a famous person on, folks. I never get famous people. I just sit here and usually paint, but I hardly ever get anybody famous. Right. Oh, my spooky tree. Gotta bring that up again. I'm gonna try to get a good raven today. I really like ravens, which that's a no-brainer. A tarot card lady would like a raven. I do love eagles, but I really like the raven. Wolves, I think, are one of, I don't know, I love wolves. That's probably why I like dogs so much. Wolves are pretty damn awesome. All right. Go ahead and go ahead and put your question in it. There's Jesse. Okay, you're currently employed, Jesse, but you want to put up your own business. Oh, okay. I could see what the spirits say about that, but you know what? They generally, if we're living and eating, they don't generally care about when we want extra money. And I will tell you that because my dead mother is even guilty of this. If I am bitching about money and I see her still, she literally goes, "Oh, you have clothes, you got shoes, you got a job," and that's what they care about. But I will see what they say about you being in a prosperity path. That's what we can do. We'll do a prosperity path because they don't understand why we have a need for sex and money. They think it's stupid. If you already had a kid, they don't care. That's just the bottom line with these spirits. I guess you would, once you hit that high level, once we die, you don't care anymore. So that's probably why they have people that can see things. So, and then certain, people that truly see things because they don't know how to deal with the living. But your prosperity path is in a waxing crescent moon. And that's just saying to have faith and it's going to take time and patience type thing. And then your suggestions are a full moon in Libra. And this just means that you need to balance out your budget and stuff and you're overspending. There's a lot of things you really don't need that you're getting. So, because they don't like when we just buy things and we have an abundance because we ruined the earth. And that's true. You have something plastic, you throw it away, and it's not properly disposed of. It's hurting dolphins, and I don't think it hurts the sharks. But maybe it does. I don't know. But definitely the dolphins and others and those sea turtles. Oh man, I'm letting it chalk on me. Those sea turtles are really getting it these days. I've been I'm an animal person over there on Facebook, so and anyways, you're you got a new moon in Gemini also with your prosperity path. And this is just a lot about communication. You're not getting the right financial planning. You got to get with the right people and expand out and save your money. You're going to need at least, I know the demographics of business because I am educated. You're at least going to need 100,000 to 200,000 to properly invest in a business. I mean, I plan to eventually open up a bar and grill. And then I'm probably going to have like a little gift shop and sell crystals and stuff. That's what I plan to do. Because, and I'm going to call Chong the Dog Cafe or Bar and Grill. Because my husband says that the dogs can't go in the restaurant. So I'm going to have a certain, like a gift shop with like good dog biscuits and stuff, and then I could probably just have my paintings around the restaurant. But you need and I was watching Bar Rescue, and you're gonna need at least 500,000. So you really gotta figure out how you could come up with that kind of money to go in business, because it takes a lot. So maybe find to see what kind of talent you have. Even if it's just basic painting or talking or live streaming or something. And maybe just try to pick up money somewhere. Everybody tells me everybody has talent. Who knew my dead mother? I knew I was a writer. I'm waiting on getting my book published right now. And two hurricanes hit Florida, which was where my publisher was. So I got screwed there. So I'm once I get my operation on my gums to fix up my teeth in the back, I'm probably gonna get another computer, and that's gonna be my writing computer. This one is just the one I've had for 10 years that I keep putting back together because I get bored and I like to not throw nothing away, so I constantly fixing them up and gut them out and all this. I'm like a pioneer woman over here, but I would try to figure out a plan. And when you do that, everything falls in place. Your budget plan is always ruined. Well, that's because you have probably too much stuff that you don't need. I don't have a car because cars are expensive. By the time I live close to work, and if I really need a ride somewhere, I pay more to go to work and back. I mean, if you was to get a job nearby your house and just not have a car, you don't have to pay for insurance, and you'll probably bring up about $1,000 a month. And $1,000 a month's a lot, and then you could get investments because you got to look at the stock market. You can start investing money in like a stock market or something, but any of the following suited home care products. Well, I mean, it'll come, Jesse. I'm living on what did they used to call it when I was growing up? I'm living on a beer budget, not a champagne budget over here. I mean, we all go through our ups and downs. You got to accept life for what it gives you. I mean, if you're alive and you don't have cancer and you're not riddled up in pain and you have a halfway decent life, I mean, that's better than some of these people that I take care of every day that are really rich. I have a lot of rich people all the time telling me it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have your health, It doesn't matter. I had a famous, well, he wasn't famous, but he was very wealthy in business. He was worth a couple $1,000,000. He was up in a hospital bed, and I took care of him for about 3 years until he died. And he used to tell me all the time they owned a bakery and all this stuff. And he used to tell me all the time that his family's enjoying his money. So, I mean, you got to let things just happen like they're gonna supposed to happen. If you push it along, you might not like the results if you get things that you're not supposed to at a certain time. I don't argue with spirits. As long as I wake up and I'm healthy, I'm pretty damn happy because I see the end result every day. I see how it is to live and then just have everything stripped away. And that's what happens. People don't come visit their families when they're in a nursing home. And the really wealthy people, they'll give them a private aid. And usually the wife and kids take all the money. That's another fun fact. And it's just the way it is because someone has to be over your money if you're up in the hospital bed. And if you got plenty of money, after they buy you some pop or whatever, they just take the rest and do. And most of the time, they're cheating on you. So, I mean, you got to count whatever blessings you're given in this world for this reason. Because I've taken care of a lot of people where this happened. All right, got a spare tree there. But that's why I paint a lot. I mean, if you do something that's therapeutic like this, it could help you in life, especially when people are screwing you over, or you feel like you could have done more. I just do this and I feel like I accomplished something. Yeah, it might not have been the most successful thing in the world, but you know what? I'm going to make my damn tree. This is how I feel about today. So, and then I had all this anxiety because I'm sitting there. I had, Chong. It's Halloween, and I had to go do all this stuff for my mother-in-law and this and that, and I just come home, relax, and I'm grateful just to be able to do something like this. Even if you come home, just paint or just spend time with your animals. And then I know if you manifest things that happen, it helps. But if you get too pushy, you're not going to get it. Because spirits don't like pushiness. They get really upset about pushiness. I dislike it. All right, my raven is going to be here, so I'm going to set this branch a little lower. But I figure I'll be here for a while here because this is a very intricate piece to do, and it's going to take me a lot more than a half hour. Probably at least an hour and a half. So after I do all this, I have to do all the painting. So I like start markers, but I do not have. Well, what you do is you educate yourself. I came from a time where if you wanted to know how to spell something, you literally opened up a damn dictionary and your mother would hit you over the head with something and tell your ass to go to the books. They got live streamers that literally just handle that stuff like that, and very educated people that have it. They got Harvard lectures on this on YouTube. And I do. I listen to the Harvard lectures. They have them on economics, stock market, and they have actual classes from Harvard, which is really awesome in an age where I never thought I would be able to stand, like, and when I was growing up, to be in a Harvard lecture or to hear one, you were damn privileged because our presidents come from Harvard and Yale and such. So, in these lectures, that's how they learn economics, how to rule the world. And this is true facts because I was there and I seen Bill Clinton on his second speech, The Bridge to the Future, when I was in college. And it was pretty fucking great, I'll tell you that. And that Bill Clinton is a very handsome man. I can see why there was an issue with that younger lady liking him, Monica Lewinsky. I can see why. Oh my God, we had the Secret Service would check us out. I got checked out by the Secret Service and everything, and I was in speech class, and I self-taught myself all this. And they have a lot of live streamers. I mean, yeah, look to your entertainers if you want to listen to music and such. Yes, I get it. I have my Avenged Centerfold I listen to sometimes on occasion with Khalifa. But if I want to do investment stuff and learn about actual worldly events, I'm not looking for an artist. I'm looking for that smart, nerdy man that is an accomplished professor doing pretty much broadcasting his class. Because these are the people that you want in these circumstances. So that's what I would do. And just look up college lectures. I do it all the time when I was interested in if the black holes were affecting the ocean. I actually got someone in my stream on Facebook, and it was it was a volcanologist. Because I felt there was 50 black holes around the Earth, and I've been taking tally. I got nothing else in my life but play around computers and look for black holes. But anyways, I was looking for these black holes, and the volcano guy said that it would not affect the volcanoes; it would affect the sea. But now, and I was like, okay, he has his degree, this and that. And then I find out with the James Webb Telescope, I was right, and I wish he would come back in the stream. But anyways, there's volcanoes under the sea, and if the black holes put enough pressure from the atmosphere and it got close to there, you would have all these underwater volcanoes going off, and then you would have these problems. So I kind of was right. Yes, he had a way better degree than me, way better. And I'm not saying I'm college professor material. I mean, I went to school and I got decent grades, and went to college, got decent grades. And I do know how to speak well and do my public speaking and little things like that. But I was not totally wrong because they have evidence of all of these underwater volcanoes, and they are becoming an issue. So all the marine biologists and different scientists are coming together. And I wasn't a total crackpot. I mean, I do have my strengths when it comes to things like this, but I wasn't totally wrong. But sometimes you get some of these academic types and they don't want to admit when they're wrong. They really don't. And I do study the Templars a lot. To me, I feel that if you can honestly start reading people and taking charge of your life, you got to understand your entire life around you. And to understand your entire life, you got to know the world around you in general. And to know the world around you, you got to study up on it. Even if it's only a half hour a day going on these things, I do it all the time. And it's very interesting. I mean, that when you go into Harvard lecture, get some popcorn. I enjoy it. And it gives you really good ideas because I looked up a volcano lecture. And that's where I came up my idea. And then I wasn't totally wrong because I looked up in a lecture that they had over there. I mean, I probably wasn't the way I was thinking of it. Yeah, they're very educated people, and yes, they have their PhDs. I give it up to them. We need the scientists in the world, to me, are the most important. Artists are fun, yes, but scientists in the end are the ones that are the most important. Medical people and science. And it goes hand in hand if you think about it. The end, COVID happened. Who was more important? The scientists and the medical community. But yeah, start looking those, and they have really good ideas, and they literally tell you how to look at the stock market and everything. I've been looking on YouTube videos how to paint. I mean, you could self-teach yourself anything, and not have to pay a penny. And Harvard and Yale do this because they said through COVID and because of a lot of kids that don't get good opportunities in life, they want them to be able to learn stuff. They have streams literally for math, English, all of your basic things. So if you want to brush up on your English, you can go over there. There's a whole English class. And you get the knowledge. Like you went to the class and, figure probably a college class is probably there is $10,000. So, and they have a lot of insights. And they even have art classes, my friends. Yes, they do. All right. Oh, please let this raven come out good. Oh, please. My tree turned out really good. This has been like a self goal of mine here. All right. I'm going to get the shade here with this feather down here. All right. Up here. All right. That's good. Now I got to make sure this damn head looks good. I don't know. I might keep this tree kind of like this, just so you can see the head of my raven. I don't know. I wanted to get a good raven, but I really didn't get a good angle like I wanted. It could have been a little better. A little peek here. I'm feeling good about this picture, though. I've been obsessed with the damn doing a raven. I don't know modern impressionist art of this damn raven. I don't know. Let's just go with that. I'm gonna make the raven. I'm gonna shade in gray. Probably do like a dark gray here, or make the tree that color. I'm gonna blend the tree in with gray so you can see my raven good. Oh, you're welcome, Jesse. Come in anytime. I help people do their homework too, Jesse. I had a medical student that was doing a paper, and he came in and we were talking about medical science. I can help you with these things. I am good for something in the world, Jesse. My kids are grown, but I have lived a long life and done a lot of things, and I get involved in a lot of activities that I don't know that I probably shouldn't. I get involved in a lot of art projects and lectures and this and that, and then before you know it, I got all this occupying time, and I'm always on damn Amazon. Always on Amazon. Amazon really is my best friend these days. Alright, I'm just gonna put this, I'm making it, I think if I make the tree gray, that'll be nice. I don't know, I'm picking up impressionist paintings from these. I wish I could do realistic, but I'm very good at impression paintings for some damn reason. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe I'm just meant for impressionism. I mean, sometimes, I can knit and other things, but I guess it is what it is. Alright. The tree looks better at least gray. And I swear, get these pastel chalks. They make our artist's life so much better. So much better. Because before this paint hits the board, oh my god. You gotta try to get things perfect. This is what this is so good at. But you just keep bringing in the edges this way. And then the paint's the last thing I use. It really is. I want to keep all this away from my bird, all this gray, because my bird I want to be just slightly bit darker. I'm going to shade him in a little bit black. But it is a pretty damn good impressionist painting. I could take my white chalk and get him too. There we go. I do enjoy my paintings. I'm already starting to feel better as it is. Branch. I guess when you're little, you play with crayons. When you get older, you play with pastel chalk. Maybe that's supposed to be how it is. I used to play with a lot of crayons, and now I'm on pastel chalk. And I do got these markers too that have paint in them. I got those too. Those are very useful. But and you can get them. Kids can get them. I mean, if they get into art enough, if you have some like a perspective artist in your family, these aren't bad to have. And it does make things nice. And you could shade these in till you're ready to paint. This is what makes the end result way better and more refined. Alright. There we go. This is wonderful. And I want to fade these out when you because you could shade over and under all over the place. And then your paint a lot of times mixes in with this. And you could be like a professional without being a professional. I am not a professional painter, folks. Not at all. I'm just starting and practicing. This is literally all I'm doing. I think I'm going to make him real dark blue. I'm going to do dark blue. I mean, why not? It's an impressionist painting. We're calling this an impressionist painting at this point. This is what I'm calling it. Because if I start getting too much black with this, I'm going to be having problems over here. Alright. And see that it looks really good as blue. I think I'm finally ready to get this done a little. More blue like the bird. You want to take your color also and thread it through here. Always to thread through. You want it to make sense. That's what I call it, making sense. So you want to like have a hint of your colors together at some point, so it looks nice. Because if you have your colors all in one uniform area, I guess if it's fine if when I'm doing like my cartoon characters and stuff, but see, I'm ready to paint now. I just got chocolate in this pillowcase. That's okay. I washed two more. My husband's used to all of this kind of mess. He knows when he comes home that if I get chalk on the pillow, I just buy more from Amazon. And I get little chalk stuff everywhere all the time. It does come out in the washer. So let me get rid of this. I'll like shake some of it out. There you go. But I don't know. I think it looks pretty good for a Halloween scene. I don't know. I'm putting this up on the wall. Unless I mean, eventually I want to do better ravens. I'm really tired of not getting some things I like. Should you report your question? Oh, are you still there, Shirley? I'm sorry. I got involved with, I guess social media people stuff here. I'm not trying to neglect you. I'm going to border this with a little blue. And I take containers my husband brings home from the restaurant, since he's a manager over there. He's always watching Bar Rescue and this stuff because he wants to buy a bar. And I'm fine as long as I got a gift shop. And I think I would be good in the gift shop. I cut my finger trying to make Chong a hamburger, so all over my pants. Yeah, if you're a painter, don't wear your good pants when you're painting. That's why you never see painters looking all dressed up. Because you're going to get all over your clothes. Don't wear your Gucci shirts because that's a joke. I would never buy it. I don't know. I guess if someone had gifted me a Gucci shirt, maybe. But I would not wear it painting. All my stuff gets messed up. I always have old shirts. Oh my lord. Hey babe. Hey sweetie. Yeah. Well, you want some chicken paprikash? I do like chicken paprikash. Well, the reason I'm asking is today's Thursday. I legit was aiming to get out of fucking work early. Uh-huh. And last time I was at Tony K, Jake, I get mad. He told me that I come up there. I can only make 3 food. Okay. Chicken paprikash there. Okay. I'm planning on going up there.
81, something like 5 minutes.
Okay.
See if you want it.
Yeah. I'm almost done with my painting. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I'll be with you in a second. But yeah, it's turning out pretty badass, this painting. And then we got presents. I'll show you the presents because Norm showed up. I gave him the Native American painting, the one with the eagle. Yeah, and he brought me like a cabinet that has a lot of shelves that's real nice, and I actually have a lot of art supplies, so I told him I could use it. And I gave him a hug, and I gave him that eagle painting, and he loved it. He said he's putting it up in his apartment.
Okay. You tell him about the promotion?
No, but I'm gonna bring him another painting eventually, and I'll tell him, or you can tell him.
What did he just knock on the door out of the blue?
Well, yeah, because he got the shelf because the lady was said she didn't want it and it was in good condition and I'm using it for. You'll see it when you come in the door. It's nice.
Let me guess. Tom.
No, he actually wasn't. I got him calm. I made him a hamburger with that hemp stuff.
Oh, you did.
I did, and it calmed him down. He hasn't been chasing cats. No, I just after I was done, I put it on top a little bit, and he's been awake all day. But he hasn't been jumpy and he's been calm and he's actually been pretty happy.
Has it been actually listening?
Yeah. Yeah, the water squirter works.
What does?
The water squirter when he's on that little hemp oil.
What, did you take it out with you today?
No, I just put a little tiny bit in the hamburger. And that was it, and it's blasted him, and he ate the hamburger, and that was it. So I'm going to find something else that's dog usable. And every once in a while do that because he's been pretty much behaving and all the cats are happy. Well, I wanted to get on YouTube. I'm active now, but I got my computer to start working, so I could be on the phone every once in a while because it drives you around nuts because I got to keep hanging up on your mom. So yeah, I know. I already seen her. She got her money. She got all her stuff. Well, yeah, I told you she's for that brace because that lady ordered the brace and I had to give her because of your stupid brother using all of her supplies and she's OCD. I had to give her more money to buy her special soap and everything. Yeah, she took 120 out. Well, she said she's happy she got enough and she got enough for laundry. And Donald keeps asking and he wants to. I don't know. He might be, yeah, because she seemed happy when she came in. She said she was telling him she had to leave. So, but yeah, it looks nice out there, and I fixed that drawer. I took nursing tape and super glue, and then I used that rubber mallet, and it's up there and not moving because I would have had to had it rethreaded. So I put the nursing tape on there, and then I put super glue on top of the nursing tape, and just put the mallet in, and you can't even tell. It looks as good as we came in, and it's actually sticking good. I told you I should become maintenance. I'm thinking about applying for the job. I'd be a good maintenance person. I'd come in with my nursing tape, and they'd be like, "What is this?" All right. Well, I'm gonna continue streaming then. I love you too. All right. Bye bye. Okay. All right, Shirley. I had to get that. It's the husband. All right, you want to know what Elle's current feelings and actions towards me. I can't tell you that. I can tell what path you are with your romantic interest, but that's about as far as I can go with that. Because anything can happen in 20 days. He could he could find someone else he wants to have sex with completely and change that path. So yeah. Oh, okay. I would think it's a girl with a name like him, but I know that there's guys named Carol, so I get confused. All right, I'll do it. I'll see what your romantic path's going, but that's about all I can do because this guy can change his feelings at any time, and it just anybody can do anything at any minute. But anyways, you're in New Moon in Aries, and that's not good. It's the fire sign, so it just means when Aries is involved, it means war. It's sensing, and it pretty much means there's deceit, and you have to defend. That's usually what Aries signifies. So that's what I'm getting with your love life, which isn't good. And you got a fixed moon surrounding this and a full moon in Taurus. And a fixed moon means pretty much manifest what you want, but a full moon in Taurus talks about practical plans, and generally that means leaving a person. So I don't know what all that means, but I'm not feeling good about whatever's going on in your relationship, and I feel that eventually it's just going to come to an end. I would actually just have a heart to heart with this person and just see where it goes because that's not really good. That's not very good to be in that kind of path. I'll tell you that. That generally means that you're close to breaking up. All right, your name is Tisha. I want to know. I could do your reading, Kim, but for on Kim, but relationship, but that's all I can do. I don't know what he's feeling. I mean, and really, you don't want to know how people are feeling because it's like it's none of our business. It's none of your business what I'm feeling. It's none of my business what you're feeling. I mean, it's a very intrusion in our psyche, because our thoughts are private. When we die, that's when our memories come, and it's very intrusive for people to do that. I would hate for people to read me like that. So I don't think it's possible, but if you can, it's not right. And maybe a voodoo priest does it, but probably because it's a dark art and it's not good. But your romantic path with this person is a full moon in Taurus. And this is talking about practical plans. It just means there's a problem. So there's a problem that needs to be fixed before you can have an actual real relationship. Like there's a bond, I feel a sexual bond, but there's not a bond for a permanent bond, and there's not a strong bond either. It's like real flimsy. It could break away at any time. And you're surrounded by a dissembling moon with this and a mutual moon. And the dissembling moon just means that you need to heal and explore more possibilities. A mutual moon just means that nothing is what it said. There's nothing set in stone, as they say. So I'm not feeling good about your relationship either. I feel that if you're really horny, go have sex with him, but I wouldn't try to have children with this man. I'm being honest. You cannot have children with somebody with that kind of energy field, and that wouldn't be good. So that is where I would go with that. I would honestly look to leave. Oh yeah, I did yours. Here, let me run yours again. Maybe you're like me and horrible at editing here. I am. I don't like going forward or backwards in these things because I got other things going on in my life, as they say. Oh, but I did finish this. I'm just fixing up with some paint, Miss Shirley. You like it? It's a sad looking raven, but it's there. It wasn't as cool as AI, but at least it's there. I'm just filling it up with paint because it has that chalk stuff. Oh Lord, I'm doing this the second time and still coming up with doubt. Alright, Shirley. Your love path is in a new moon in Virgo with this fella. And this means it's a time to give rather than take situation. It's and pretty much one of somebody's taking too much and somebody's given too much. You have an unbalanced situation with this man. And it's coming out pretty much like the other reading, except for different cards, but same answer. You got a full moon in Aries, which is not good for relationship. It means there's there's a lot of anger that's gonna literally climax, which is not good at all. And then you got a full moon in Capricorn, which means it's the end of a cycle, a tough cycle. That's what a new moon and a full moon in Capricorn is. The spirits are pushing this apart because you guys, for whatever reason, whatever's going on, it's not good for your energy or anything. So I don't know. I wouldn't get too attached to this one. I mean, you're a girl. You can go to a bar and oh, you're a Virgo. Okay, I'm an Aries, so I just saw it how it is. Oh yeah, I tried. Oh yeah, my husband's a Leo. They could be stubborn assholes. Pardon my French, but they can.
Power on.
Alright, let me get this speaker back on.
Power on.
Okay, but yeah, my husband's a Leo. He goes through his asshole stages, and I guess it is what it is. So Leos go through this type of thing. You gotta remember, it doesn't mean it's gonna be the end, but it might be. Leos. When you're with the Leo, it seems like there's always an end cycle and a beginning cycle with the same relationship a couple times. Sometimes you break up with a Leo once or twice and you can get back together with Leo once or twice. They seem to have to learn everything the hard way. I like to call them nice assholes. This is what I call a Leo because this is what they do. It's insane, but it is what they do. You're a hermit. I love to be a hermit. I like to be by myself with my dog all the time. I can't seem to get this kind of peace, but this is why I'd rather live stream than go to a bar. I don't have any desire to go to a bar or anything. Truth be said, I really don't. This is what I like to do on a Friday night, as sad as it is. I sit here and I paint. Now I'm going out and I buy good paints, but this is my activity. So, but I took green and blue together because I actually got to make a decent raven. And I'm not trying to have my raven all where you can't see my raven. My raven's pretty incredible looking here. And my the gray shading, I'm leaving. I actually think it looks good just like it is. Especially in some of these dark spots. The shading kind of makes it look all spooky and ominous, and it kind of hits the painting this way. And I do suggest when you start out like me, like I'm pretty much a beginner, use poster board. My friend from work told me to start doing that because I was using boxes for the longest time. And she goes, you know what? Take a poster board and cut it in half. And that's what I did. I cut a poster board in half and I paid $1. So you can make a whole painting from this and practice. And then when you get good enough, you get a canvas. Because you've got to do a whole lot of painting, trust me. And you've got to buy a whole lot of different paints. You got to buy the chalk. It's a royal pain in the ass when you're first starting out. So just do yourself a favor and get a bunch of poster board. It'll save your budget, and you can go to the dollar store. I was going and getting the chalk paint from the dollar store. And just starting to like do cartoon characters and stuff. And just start with that. I did Mickey Mouse on one of these streams. I think it was the last one. I don't know. And I did a Pikachu and stuff. But just do like small things like that. And when you put on poster board and then you paint it up nice afterwards, after you freehand it, people really like it. They act like you did the most amazing thing in the world. They really do. So, and that's why I suggest this. That's why I'm doing it. Because I'm not about to waste money when I can't even do faces and realistic birds and stuff. If I'm just going to be able to, I mean, it's practice. And you can't be hard on yourself either. All of this is practice. And you need to be a successful painter or just be halfway decent painter. You have to have a lot of practice. So I think I spent between poster board and then a couple like different paints. Like sometimes I see paints at something, but do yourself a favor and get the chalk paint and start mixing it in with your acrylic. It'll save your paint. And always make sure you got tops to stuff. It's always those stupid things that you would throw away. And honestly, with the way everybody is upset about plastic, it's a way of recycling your plastic without upsetting the world. Because we must recycle. Because these things, if you're using it just for painting or something, it's nice because it doesn't matter if you don't get it all the way clean, even if you just get it somewhat clean. Just soak them and reuse them. And I do this all the time, or just and then if you have the top, your paint won't dry out. And then that saves you a lot of money. Because you're saving the paint, because a little paint goes a long way. But I want to do a full painting, especially being a holiday like Halloween and all. I love Halloween. It is hands down my favorite holiday. I have got to say it is my favorite holiday. I mean, I'll do like Christmas stuff. I'm not looking forward to Santa Claus painting. I'm gonna have to learn to sketch Santa Claus soon. I already know how to do pumpkins. That I'm good at. For some damn reason, I'm good at pumpkins. So then I just got tired of pumpkins. I couldn't make another pumpkin. All my friends wanted pumpkins. It was driving me nuts. But these strokes, how you want people to look and perceive your painting as a downward and that. I want people to be looking down at my cemetery. And then I'm going to spread them out for my strokes because the branches are going out. That's kind of seems because I've been on all these different streams on YouTube, looking and getting ideas from other artists. And honestly, here we go. If they work, and then I kind of thought of my own ideas, but I always have skinny little brushes, and that's why I say if you don't buy canvases, you can buy a lot of different brushes. I'm going to turn off the speaker because I hope he can hear me. Yes, he was flirting with me, and it's kind of gross. Well, people flirt with people all the time. I mean, it's okay. I mean, he doesn't seem malicious, but I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I mean, give us some time. You don't. Even the Pope came on TV and told everyone they should live with one another for a year before they get married. You really don't know if you love somebody until you've been living with them. You find out everything, especially around because I've been with my husband for like we're going on 11 years. I know when he's in the bathroom, I got air freshener there at certain times, and then before you know it, men just feel real comfortable around you, but it takes time. I mean, when your first year is the honeymoon phase they call it. And it does. People are meant to get together, and some people are meant to get together and break up to teach you certain lessons in life. This is what life is about. You're meant to be with somebody for a purpose, and sometimes it's only to have a child. And maybe teach you a lesson about something else. So when you get to the person you're supposed to be with, then you're a better person. I mean, that's just how it is. That's why you got to be careful because sometimes people have a lot of lessons to learn, so they go through a lot of people. And some people go through more people than others. I mean, it is what it is. It depends on what kind of person you are. It doesn't mean you're malicious just because you have a lot of sexual partners and you had to go through a bunch of karma relationships. I call them karma relationships. If you wrong somebody, sometimes somebody sent in your path just to teach you humility. This is what happens. I'm humbled. I really am. I'm humbled. I'm one with the universe. I mean, if the universe wants me, I will gladly leave this earth, but the universe wants me around. So, yeah, you can ask a question. I'm just doing this because this is YouTube guidelines around here. You got to be doing something. You can't, and it's kind of crazy if I'm just staring at the screen and telling you guys subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, don't. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, if you honestly, if I'm not your cup of tea, that's okay. I'm all right with it. I'm not butthurt about it, and I'm really okay because there's some people I don't want to subscribe to, so I can't be a hypocrite. I really can't. Because in life, what's the worst thing is being a hypocrite. We're all guilty of it. But now, because I'm a YouTuber, I do Facebook rules. If there's a YouTuber that does subscribe to me, I will subscribe you because I feel it's a business agreement. If you are on Facebook and you're digital, because I am a digital creator on Facebook, I honestly will follow you back. That's what we do on Facebook. We support each other and follow each other back. Oh, thank you, Olga from Australia. Oh, okay. I don't know how much everyone is. I'm not overly the most popular person over here. I'm just a person that literally got a live button and decided I can't be on Facebook doing a bunch of stuff and here. So I've made kind of my new home over here. I still be doing my Facebook stuff, but I've been doing a lot of my painting and stuff over here. And honestly, this is what I like to do every day in my bubble. I have a bubble, and then when I'm in my bubble, I'm painting. But yeah, this chalk work is wonderful. A lot of times it does. I have a green and the blue, and I put them together, and you don't waste your paint. Because sometimes if you mix your paints, it's better because I do go through a lot of paint. My one friend said, "You're going to go through a lot of paint at work," and she was right. So I believe in conserving things. So I've been doing a lot of conserving so I can buy more paint because I do need to practice because I do feel that you need to cultivate your crafts in life. I'm not perfect, only God is perfect. I just like to be here because it's Friday night. What else am I going to do? But I do have long shifts on Saturday and Sunday. And if the husband, usually, depending on when he comes home, on Sunday, sometimes now that he's manager at his restaurant, he gets home at 7 o'clock on Sunday. Saturday, possibly I can get a painting in. Possibly. Because it's crazy up in that restaurant on Saturday. Crazy. They're all coming in eating, wanting their hamburgers, and all the cooks are going nuts. And all I hear about, I bought him 2 fans because he told me how hot he is all the time. And he's hot all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. You know I'm not good with going backwards and checking them. I had a famous artist from Instagram. That never happens to me. You know that, Joel. I'm just over here making happy trees, and an actual big timer came over here. I seen one of my shorts play Black Veil Brides. I was I was so shocked. That's one of my favorite bands. I didn't understand. I never really thought that I was. I never thought I was that interesting. Let's just put it that way. I spend a lot of time in school, way too much time in school. And I haven't really socialized a lot. I guess you would call me the classic nerd. And people that are kind of grew up in a nerdy background and wasn't overly popular, they say we are the most humble. We really are. We don't really, cause I mean, to me, stardom is if I could literally save 1,000 dogs, cause that's what I would do with my money. My husband would come home and we'd have 100 dogs in the yard. I would go to the shelter and I would do that. So I told my husband that eventually we'll have to get me an animal shelter because the dogs will be coming in our backyard. Okay, hopefully it's for my computer where I can see it, Crystal. Crystal Pickett. Okay. That's the easy one. Alright. Alright, let me see here. I'm not that fancy enough for all these posting. Well, I think that is posting when it comes over there. I wish they had another category too. I don't know. Maybe one day it'll even get more organized. You never know with YouTube. Well, Johnny and Gage marriage last. They always post on Facebook. Oh, I could never answer a question like that. I would say I've through my family situations that the people that are saying they're the happiest and they have no problems, they I had a cousin and she went with this business guy and he was really wealthy. He was able to just put down $1 million and get one house. And the funny thing it was when I was younger when there was that war in drugs and it was horrible. He went to Thailand for his business. And my dad was so happy because he brought him home some drugs. Like it was weed and cocaine both, and I guess he was a big business guy and he had a lot of money. I mean, this was 20 years ago. I told my dad he was nuts. He could have went to prison, but my cousin, she was gorgeous. She was a model. And the thing is, she was very unhappy, but she would be the happiest. And it was weird because she would be all real, like they would be all lovey dovey all the time. And I've learned through my family that the more lovey dovey you are with somebody, the more there's issues in a relationship. If a person isn't saying that, there's problems here and there, or every once in a while calling each other an asshole, and just being real people, generally they're fighting. And it's like Scooby Doo. There's fog, and you gotta cut it up, and you can literally cut it with a knife. The tension. So if they're posting how happy they are all the time on the social media, then probably they're not. Because I've been married previously before this for 12 years, and we had kids and stuff, and I'm on my second marriage. So, and I can remember all through the marriage, we didn't really celebrate Sweetest Day and all this and make a big deal about it because we were married. And if you make a big deal about all these romantic adventures, most likely you're not happy at all. Or they're cheating, or they just are doing it for publicity. A lot of people that where these kind of things matter to them, what people think and all that, this is how they usually operate. So I would say no, especially if they're being that explicit about it. So I'm sorry, Crystal. I'm like the pioneer woman over here. I take paints and save women all the time. Well, if you want a dream life, I mean, the only thing you could do is manifest it, and if the universe feels you deserve it, that's when you get it. Not everybody gets that. It's life. Not everybody will be president. I mean, some people really want to be president, and you might not get that in this lifetime. I mean, it's just what it is. But you got to remember, once you're dead, and once your soul leaves this earth, none of this stuff really matters. You're here for a higher purpose more than that. So remember that, Crystal. You are very important in the universe, and you're there for the. If you're still alive and breathing, and the universe allows you to, it's because you're here for a purpose. I think the universe wants me to try to make people nicer. That's why they have me up here, purely and honestly. But I don't mind. It gives me something to do, and I get a painting done. But I really like this one. And let me just touch this mouthful of paint. But here it is, folks. Give me your honest opinion. It's okay if it's not good. It really is. It's alright. I am practicing. I'm in the middle of the beginning stages of painting, but I feel it might be getting better. I wish I could. I'm working on being able to get detail in my birds, but at least it looks like a bird. It just does not look like a raven. It looks like I don't even know. It's dark blue. So, oh, you're welcome. And you know what? When I'm back, just come by and bullshit. I mean, I just sit here and paint and wait for what the universe brings me. Usually, it's a lot of headache from time to time, and a lot of running around. So, but so far, the universe brought me you two. You like it? I feel like I wish the raven had more detail. I need to really work on. I need to work on those intricate details. I feel this might take a couple months, so I'm feeling this. It would be good as a modern art piece or something like that, or the contemporary art, but it definitely is not realistic. Definitely. I don't know. I might not be an artist that could do these. I want to do faces, but I don't know. They're so hard. They are so hard to do faces. I was blessed with having one of my residents. He did all of the painting for the Cleveland Indians at the time. Now it's the Guardians. And he did Babe Ruth and everything, and he passed away, but for years he's been giving me tips. And he was amazing. I mean, he was a millionaire a couple times over just because of his painting skills. That's how I was saying about the brushstrokes, because he's dead now, God rest his soul. But he gave me a lot of advice, and then he would tell me to practice, and then my other friends said to practice on poster board, and here we are. What? I think it's too early for Daddy. All right. Well, I'm gonna get going because my dog finally woke up, and he probably wants to go pee, and I only got to do an 8-hour shift, so I should be able to come in and do another painting, and I always bring my cards by me because you do card readings. If no one liked the card readings, I would just do the painting. So, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you're having a great Halloween, and I'm glad I did a good Raven for Halloween because I've been working on Ravens. I'm gonna probably try to get more detailed with these damn ravens. So I will see you guys, and I hope you're enjoying the night. And maybe go watch a spooky movie because that's what I'm gonna do. I've been watching these. It's so I God, what did I watch? I've been watching so many on Amazon Prime. Bloodline Killer. He reminded me of Jason, except he wore a skull mask, and he was actually able to die. So I kind of like it. I felt like I seen Jason but didn't see Jason. So go ahead and have your Halloween fun, and I'm gonna be eating dinner. And I'm glad you guys liked my painting. And I don't know, I'll probably be giving it to somebody. I have a lot of paintings around this house, but I'll see you guys later.